Exactly 3 weeks ago, you inaugurated this committee to investigate the allegations of Bobrisky not staying in the Nigerian Correctional Service custody while he was to serve his sentence, but that he stayed somewhere outside the Nigerian Correctional Service, and also the case of allegation of monitoring appropriately against some of the staff of the Nigerian Correctional Service with relation to Mr. Abdul Rashid Maina, who is in custody in one of our correctional centers. And we were given a TOR to investigate that and also look at other challenges around the Nigerian Correctional Service and the staff of the National Correctional Service, and things that needs to be done to correct the wrong impressions or otherwise that we have received in terms of allegations. And this first phase is presenting the reports of the very two specific cases, that of Idris Okuneye, publicly known as Bobrisky, and the one of the Nigerian Correctional Service in charge in Kuje, collected money from an inmate, Abdurrashid Maina, and his family. So this morning we'll be presenting that phase one report to you, and as you're also aware, the subsequent phase is to be conducted within the next 1 year and submitted to the Honorable Minister. So we are here this morning to present the phase one report, which is specific to those two cases, and then also inform you and the public of the next steps that we are going to be taking for the phase two.
Phase report of the independent investigative panel on the alleged corruption, abuse of power, torture, cruel, inhuman and degrading treatment against the Nigerian Correctional Service, which is being submitted today to the Honorable Minister of Interior, Honorable Dr. Olubimi Tunji Ojo. The executive summary. This interim report, which is the phase one report of the panel, focuses on the findings in relation to the investigation into specific cases, namely Mr. Idris Okuneye, widely known as Bobrisky, and to verify if he served his sentence in the Nigerian Correctional Service custodial centers, and to ascertain the veracity of the claim that an inmate in Kuje Custodial Center was intimidated, threatened, and defrauded by the officer in charge. It also highlighted other alleged violations by correctional officers which require further investigation as well as effective solutions. The finding of the panel thus far shows the following. 1. The panel did not find any evidence thus far that suggested that Mr. Idris Okuneye slept outside the custodial center during the period of his imprisonment, which was from 12th April 2024 to the 5th August 2024, with his 6 months correctional sentence with the usual remission applicable. During this period, he was transferred from Ikoyi Custodial Center to Medium Security Custodial Center, Kirikiri, Apapa, Lagos, and that was on the 12th of April. On the 22nd of April 2024, he was transferred from Medium Security Custodial Center, Kirikiri, to the Maximum Security Custodial Center, from where he was discharged after completion of his sentence on the 5th of August 2024. The State Controllers of Corrections have the power by law to transfer an inmate from one custodial center to another within the same state. Proper documentation of Okuneye Idris was not made prior or as he was being transferred from Ikoyi Custodial Center to Medium Custodial Center. medium security, and from the medium security custodial center Kirikiri to the maximum custodial center Kirikiri Lagos. The documents were later provided on the 28th of September 2024 and backdated to the 12th of April 2024 and 22nd April 2024 respectively. These are in violations of Section 168 and 169 of the Nigerian Correctional Service Standing Order Custodian. The transfer of Mr. Okuneye Idris from the medium security Kirikiri Lagos to the maximum security Kirikiri Lagos, being a first offender, violated Section 16.4a and Section 16.4b of the Nigerian Correctional Service Act of 2019. The panel also found that Mr. Okuneye Idris enjoyed several privileges while in custody, both at the medium security and the maximum security custodial centers, which include especially the following: furnished single cells, humidifier, lots of visits by his family members and friends as he desired, visit by his family members and friends held inside the office of the in charge of the custodial center, floor rug, self-feeding, designated inmates to run errands for him, access to fridge and television, and possibly access to his phone. It is necessary to further investigate if the above privileges provided for Okuneye Idris were financially motivated and based on corrupt practices by correctional officers. The panel believes that the peculiar case of the inmates and the inmate's physical look and behavior pose a threat, and the lack of laid down rules for the treatment of such a case may have necessitated such privileges to be granted to Okuneye Idris. On the issue of Abdul Rashid Minor's son sending money to the personal account of the Kuje Custodial Center deputy in charge, who is the Deputy Controller of Corrections, Kevin Ilafosi Ikechukwu. This was found to be true. The panel is of the view that DCC Kevin Ilafosi Ikechukwu acted unethically and brought himself and the Nigerian Correctional Service to great disrepute by requesting and receiving money into his personal account from Abdul Rashid Minor's son.
For us, we have nothing to hide, and for us, it's about reform, and it's about cleaning the process and making sure that we build strong institutions, and we build institutions that will outlive each and every one of us. The Nigerian Correctional Service is a key institution within our justice system. And within even the national security architecture, the Nigerian Correctional Service is a very, very key institution. And therefore, any form of corruption, any form of malfeasance, any form of abuse of power, torture, cruelty, inhumane, and degrading treatment will never be accepted. So for us, we've started the journey. Whoever the officer might be, I don't care where he's from, if we found wanting, according to this report, will pass through the necessary disciplinary process of the board, and we will make sure that those officers, their actions are meted with the sort of sanctions and discipline that the law demands.